boys and girls. So we're going to keep reading with a double fudge. We are reading pages 76 to 78. I turned to my mom and dad. So you think he's cured now? They looked at me like I was a lunatic. Then Dad said, let's just get out of here. While we were collecting our things, Fudge raced back across the gift shop. Dad, he said, that guy is staring at you. What guy? Dad asked. That one, Fudge said, pointing across the shop. Don't point, Mom told Fudge. It's not polite. Then, how will Dad know which guy I mean? Good question, I said. It's pretty crowded in here. Peter, please, Mom said, shaking her head. Then she turned to Fudge. You can describe him instead of pointing. Okay, Fudge said. The guy who kind of looks like you is staring you out, Dad. It's not staring you out, I told Fudge for the 20th time at least. It's staring at you. Now some guy came across the room and walked right up to Dad. He was big and taller and heavier than Dad. His voice boomed through the room. You have the Hatcher jaw and the Hatcher eyes, and if I didn't know better, I'd say you must be a Hatcher. He stuck out his hand and introduced himself. Howard Hatcher of Honolulu, Hawaii. For a minute, Dad looked blank. Then he did a double take. No, he said. It can't be. Are you telling me you're cousin Howie Hatcher? None other than your cousin Tubby, aren't you? Cousin Tubby, Fudge said. I was saying exactly the same thing, but I don't always say what I'm thinking the way Fudge does. I'm known as Warren now, Dad told Cousin Howie. Cousin Howie gave Dad a friendly punch in the shoulder. Lost a few pounds since we last met, huh? You were a real butterball in those days. He laughed, a big turd of a lard. Dad sucked his gut and stood up real straight. You got to work out, Tub, Howie said, sticking his finger in Dad's gut like Dad was a Pillsbury doughboy. I do work out, Howie. Dad got a funny look on his face. Then, like he suddenly wished he'd told this guy he must be mistaken, like he had no long-lost cousin named Howie. Well, maybe you got to work harder, Cousin Howie said. Run a marathon or two. That struck me as weird because Dad was a lot less flabby looking than Cousin Howie, who had shifted his focus to Fudge and me. I stood up straight, shoulders back, stomach tight. See, that's why we used to call him Tubby, Cousin Howie said as if he didn't get it by now. So, Tub, these handsome boys belong to you? Dad said, yes, this is my family, my wife, Anne. Cousin Howie kissed Mom's hand. So you're the little lady who stole Tubby's heart. Mom looked like she might puke. And these are my sons, Dad said, Peter and Fudge. Fudge, Cousin Howie said. Now that's a name. Actually, his name is Farley Drixel, Dad said. We just call him Fudge. Farley Drixel. Cousin Howie's voice was so loud, I backed away. What a coincidence! Fudge pulled me aside. What's a coincidence? What's a coincidence, guys? Let's use this page to figure it out. Page 78. He asked, it's like when something just happens, something you didn't expect. We didn't expect Cousin Howie, did we? No, I told him. We definitely didn't expect Cousin Howie. But he's more of a surprise than a coincidence. Cousin Howie wasn't alone. He introduced us to his wife, Eudora, a chunky woman with freckles, a doll's mouth, a straw-colored hair. Sweetheart, he said, I want you to meet my long-lost cousin, Tubby Hatcher. So, you guys read the next 2 pages and you can find out more about what happened.